Chris is back in court, facing the toughest decision of his life. A man battling epilepsy, raising 2 kids, and caring for his sick mother. Will the judge show mercy or send him away for years? Let's find out.
For 10 years in the prison, there's a $1,500 fine. The state is opposed to your application, and they're taking in consideration 2023 CR 4342. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state? Defense?
Yes, Judge.
Any objections to the PSI report, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No,
All right. Any witnesses, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
just my client.
All right. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand. State your name for the record, please.
Christopher Acosta,
All right. Defense?
Thank you. Chris, how old are you?
35,
And how many children do you have?
2.
Are you close to them?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
How old are they?
12 and 15.
Do you don't have a formalized child support arrangement, is that correct?
No, sir.
But you give approximately $700 a month?
Yes. Oh, like every week, pretty much.
But you're not getting $700 a week.
No, pretty much like in a month. Or whenever they ask me for money, I try to help them wherever they can.
But you told me it's approximately
Yeah,
150.
about 150 a week.
I need you to wait for me to finish,
Okay.
because this lady's taking everything down, so we can't talk at the same time. So approximately 150 to 200 a week?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay. And
The
then,
judge begins by confirming Chris's age and family situation. 2 kids, just 12 and 15 years old. And yes, he's close to them. But here's the shocking part. This entire hearing will decide whether Chris stays home with them or goes to prison for up to 10 years. The stakes couldn't be higher.
and then you also are living with your mother right now, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Does your mother have health problems?
Yes, sir.
What sort of health problems does she have?
She has like heart conditions, high blood pressure, all kinds of stuff. She goes to the doctor a lot.
Are you the one that takes her to the doctor?
Yes, sir.
And is that at least twice a month?
Yes, sir.
And in the PSI, there's some mention that you have some brothers that maybe live there sometimes, but they're not currently taking care of your mom, are they?
No, sir.
And in fact, they're not living with her currently.
No, sir.
Now, you also have a girlfriend.
Yes.
What's her name?
Jennifer Lyons.
And Jennifer has been coming to court every time forever.
Yes.
But
Yes.
where is she today?
She's at work.
Where does she work?
She's
And she's had that job for several years.
4.5 years now.
Now, she's obviously very supportive of you. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And every single time I've ever seen you in court, she's here with you. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
But unfortunately, she couldn't be here today.
Not today. It was here last week.
Now, you work as well.
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I do HVAC and I cut hair.
HVAC and cut hair. So I want to talk about the HVAC work in particular because you also have some health problems of your own. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And it's something that we've informed the court of in the past with regard.
As the questioning continues, we learn more about Chris's life. He's not living alone. He stays with his mother, who suffers from severe heart problems and high blood pressure. Chris is her main caretaker, driving her to multiple doctor appointments every month. Imagine the pressure on him right now.
with regard to these seizures you've been having.
Yes, sir.
And you finally were diagnosed with epilepsy. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you have a seizure today,
Yes, sir.
this morning?
Yes, sir.
And you have these seizures how often?
Pretty much every day.
And you've been seeing a neurologist
Yes, sir.
and they've prescribed you medication.
Several. Yes, sir.
Has it been helping at all?
Sometimes, but that they don't. They're still trying to pinpoint like I won't have like no seizures at all. But they're trying several medications still.
And I'll explain to the court a little bit about the epilepsy if the court's unfamiliar, but that's very scary, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Having these seizures.
Yes.
Sometimes it happens in the shower
That's where that's where it first started.
and you'll collapse to the ground sort of thing, right?
Yes, sir.
And have you hit your head?
Yes, sir.
Now, with regard to doing HVAC, you're not getting up in attics, are you?
No, sir.
Oh, especially not with your health condition.
Yes, sir.
You're doing everything at
On ground level.
ground level, okay. And you work for a friend or a relative?
This is me and a buddy. We're starting our own HVAC company.
And is that full time?
Yes.
So you're working at least 5 days a week, and I would imagine this summer is going to be good business for you.
Yes, it's starting to pick up.
Now, Chris, we have to address the elephant in the room, which is your past, your criminal history.
Chris's personal health struggles now come into play. Daily seizures, epilepsy, constant doctor visits. He even had a seizure this very morning before court. The defense is painting a picture of a man trying to work through life-threatening health challenges while supporting his family.
History. And as you know, it's sometimes difficult for judges to consider putting someone on probation who's been in trouble in the past, right? How old were you when you first got arrested? Back in 2007, I think? So 17 years ago, how old were you? 17, 18? All right.
18.
And when you went to prison back in 2016, I'm sorry. So that was 8 years ago. Is that correct?
That's it.
You haven't been to prison since then, correct? And in fact, you hadn't been in trouble in several years, is that correct?
That's it.
Until this most recent arrest.
Yes, sir.
Was this a wake-up call for you?
Yes, sir.
I've discussed with you the pre-sentence investigation and how they are recommending that you get treatment. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you can understand looking at your criminal history, which is mainly drug-related,
Yes.
where a judge would say, hey, maybe Mr. Acosta needs some sort of drug treatment. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you willing to take drug treatment as a condition of probation?
Yes, sir.
The only concern for you, of course, is that you need to continue getting treatment for your epilepsy. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So,
But the elephant in the room? Chris's criminal past. The defense admits it's not pretty. Drug-related offenses dating back to his teens. The question now is, has Chris truly changed, or is this just another chance wasted?
would it be fair to say that we're asking the judge to consider your application for probation and consider placing you in outpatient treatment first, see how you do that in that, and then if you slip up there, then you would be more than willing to go to inpatient?
Yes, sir.
Do you think you can abide by the rules of the court?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that you can stay clean from drugs and alcohol?
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell the judge about your situation or your family or anything? Are you sorry to be here?
Yes.
Are you embarrassed to be here?
Yes, sir.
Has this been hard on your family?
Yes, sir.
Is this causing your children a lot of stress?
Yes, sir. I'm not having.
Your mom
Yes, sir.
and your girlfriend,
Yes, sir.
right? She's very stressed out every time you guys are here. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
But everyone is supporting you. They're helping you get the medical treatment you need and things like that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Judge, I have nothing further for my client. The prosecutor may ask you some questions.
Yes, thank you, Judge. Sir, when you were stopped by this DWI, you had controlled substance on you, is that correct?
Yes, that's what they say. I don't remember. That's what they say, yeah.
Well, you had 11 bags of cocaine.
Yeah, well, I don't recall.
Okay, well, I mean, to be fair, that's what the
Yeah,
report
yeah.
said. And then also 2 bags of heroin,
Yeah.
and also like 5 Adderall.
Yes, it's good.
Was that for personal use?
The arrow, I don't remember how.
And then the shocking revelation. When Chris was arrested for DWI, officers found 11 bags of cocaine, 2 bags of heroin, and prescription pills. Chris claims he barely remembers anything. It was the Super Bowl, a day of partying. But with that much in his possession, can he really claim he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time?
I got the Adderall. I mean, there was a day I was partying and stuff, like it was during the Super Bowl, so I really don't remember much. I just remember the cops waking me up and they pulled out whatever, I guess. And I mean, really pretty much I woke up in the cop car.
I mean, I'm just saying 11 bags of cocaine and 2 bags of heroin and 5 Adderall, this seems like quite a bit of drugs to carrying on.
Yes, I understand that.
And then also with your previous convictions and of your felonies, you did get offered and you did take deferred adjudication or probation on those, and then you weren't able to successfully complete those. Is that right?
Years ago, no, this is,
And then also as late as in 2016, that's when you got your conviction. You were actually on probation for 1 to 4 grams, and then you were sentenced in 2016 because you picked up another 4 to 200 grams. So you aware of that?
no, it was on probation.
Okay. You weren't on probation at all, so you took 5 years. Okay. No further questions, John.
All right, any follow-up?
No further questions. Just argument.
All right, court will hear argument.
I'll go ahead and go first.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe you want to go last. Judge, I mean, just moving his criminal past, this was initial, the state did waive that enhancement to allow him to apply and substantially lower the amount of time that he would be facing if he was facing the habitual status. So as though that, Your Honor, including the DWI, including with the possession of drugs at that time, state's request continued TBC.
The prosecutor doesn't hold back, reminding the court that Chris has failed probation before and has a long history of drug-related crimes. On the other side, his lawyer pleads for treatment instead of prison, stressing Chris's health issues and his role as a father and caretaker.
Thank you, Judge. We understand how difficult the situation that Chris put himself in back a couple of years ago. This was not a wise move on his part, but when I see his criminal history and I see the facts of this offense, I see someone that is struggling with a substance issue or substance issues. In talking to his girlfriend, she has told me the same, that she feels like he could use some treatment. You know, we're dealing with a 35-year-old man here, Judge. Yes, he's a grown man, he's an adult, but he's been in and out of the system since he was a teenager. And when you look at that history, it doesn't look like he was ever given the opportunity for treatment as far as I can see. And at this stage in his life, he does want treatment. He wants to better himself. He wants to get his business off the ground. He wants to continue taking care of his children and paying for them the way he's supposed to. This is... sending him to prison is the natural instinct, I'm sure, for a court. But in this circumstance, we would ask that you consider placing him on probation and giving him the treatment that he needs. I have a personal concern with the epilepsy. As someone who has an epileptic in my family, I know how serious this is. And I lost an uncle who collapsed and fell and hit his head in his own kitchen and died. So my concern is that if he goes off to the jail and then to the prison, that he won't get any sort of medical treatment that is necessary. And one of the things that's interesting about epilepsy is that your body is continuously adjusting to the medication. So what works today might not work 6 months from now or 3 months from now even. And you really have to be on top of it with a neurologist who has to monitor you constantly to make sure that the medications that you're on are the appropriate ones that are helping you. He has been doing better. The seizures are not as severe as they were, say, 6 months ago when we first informed the court of this issue. But he still is having them. It feels like his doctors are slowly narrowing down. But one of the issues is he doesn't have health care, so he has to pay out of pocket. And neurologist visits are very expensive. But he is able to do it when he can. Again, my fear personally is that he gets to the jail, he gets to the prison, and as we know, the medical treatment in either of those facilities is not the best in the world. So based on all that you have in front of you, Judge, we would ask that you give him that chance on probation. Let him try to prove to you that he's not the person he was in the past, that he will not have violations in front of you any further. And
the defense makes a powerful emotional appeal, sharing personal experiences with epilepsy and warning about the lack of proper medical care in prison. They argue Chris is finally ready for real treatment. It's a passionate plea, but will the judge believe it?
And that he can be the person that he should be.
All right, Mr. Costa, I want to let you know that I've listened to the arguments of your attorney, internalized everything. I understand people have medical issues, and I understand that sometimes if people look back over their life and they could do things differently, they would do things differently. I just don't think you're a good candidate for probation, so I'm not going to grant your application. As previously stated, I'm finding you guilty. Does anyone want to speak in regards to the cap? It's a cap of 10.
they've asked for 10. I would obviously ask for the minimum too, Judge. I think that would be, the least amount of time that he's away from his family, away from his mother, away from his children, and away from his doctors too, would be most appreciated.
All right, this is what the court will do. Court is taking in consideration 2023 CR 4342. There's a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. Court will give you credit for any time served. There's to be a 2-year license suspension. I'll request a therapeutic community for you, but I have no control on whether or not they place you in the therapeutic community. You'll have to ask for it also, but they'll see it in the judgment that I am requesting the therapeutic community. And I'll sentence you to 8 years in the prison. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to.
Finally, the judge delivers the verdict, and it's devastating for Chris. No probation, 8 years in prison. The court does recommend a therapeutic program, but there's no guarantee. Chris's plea for mercy has failed, and his family will have to face life without him.